Josh Tipton will bat here in the top of the 6th. Holz has pitched well.
8-9-1 here.
And the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Swinging a foul back to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. And quickly Holz is ahead.
Holz is one of those kids that makes it really hard on batters when he's ahead 0-2.
He's pitched well thus far. Got quite a few strikeouts. The 0-2's down in the dirt. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tipton's the 8-hole hitter. He walked his first time up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Struck him out with a fastball, and the leadoff batter's gone. Holz with another strikeout. That is strikeout number 7.
That brings up the 9-hole hitter, catcher Ethan Crawley.
First pitch here, swing and a miss to Crowley. No balls and a strike.
Definitely want to get this kid at the bottom of the lineup before you roll back around to the top. Good
As
pitch.
the 0-1 is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Neither team has scored. Vilonia has 2 hits. Greenbrier's got 1, but Holz has pitched very, very well as the 1-1's fouled back, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's got, let's say, 7 strikeouts. Does Holz.
Looks good. Still has some life on that fastball, definitely.
The 1-2 to Crowley's chopped up the middle. Second baseman near the bag. Long throw to first, and they got him. Heck of a play there from Cade Newton. He throws over to first to retire Crowley, and 2 are gone.
Showing some range there, Newton going to his right and throwing all the way across the field. And a good dig by Jackson.
That's a tough play, too.
Definitely. Time you have to go across your body like that and then change your momentum to throw, it makes it for a tough play.
The off-speed pitch here to Snook is bunted foul for strike 1. Holz has pitched. Well, it's been a good one. Neither team has scored. Vilonia's had a chance, nearly did score, but a nice play by Paxton Flagg out there in right to gun him down. 0-1 pitch popped up into right. Flagg over that way. Backs up a little bit. He got room. He makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Vilonia goes a 1-2-3. In the top of the 6th, we head to the home half of the 6th. Still scoreless.
Well, we talked about it, JB, at the first of the game, that we were going to get Vilonia's best foot forward, and here we are, bottom of 6, no score.
No, you're right. I mean, it's been a fun game. I think sometimes people, that especially that watch the sport, they like to see action. And you've even seen it at the major league level. They try to speed up the game a little bit. People want to see some action. But, guys that are true, I feel like really enjoy the game. There's a lot of people that really love that good old-fashioned pitcher's duel.
Absolutely.
Low-scoring game, and there's just so much that goes into that.
Which is not what you got if you're a Razorback baseball fan.
That's right. That's right. Goodness gracious. It was both teams. It was a battle of the bullpens.
I have never, in my years of watching baseball, seen a crazier game than that.
That was wild.
It was nuts. I mean, Arkansas jumps out 11-0.
I'm thinking,
it's
in the bag.
I thought we were fixing to boat race these clowns. And, of course, I can't stand Ole Miss. Can't stand them.
I saw someone post, too. It just seems like every time Ole Miss does something good, like a single or whatever, they're just going nuts in the dugout. I think it was one of the old ex-Razorback players. He's like, man, Ole Miss, act like you've been there before. Come on now.
But, yeah, they battled back, scored 6 unanswered, and then we answered with 3 more to make it 14-6. And kind of at that point I thought, okay, we've got
now
it in the bag.
yeah.
And here they come. They rallied, tied it up at 14.
In the 7th.
And then I thought, we're in trouble now.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, it just seemed like we couldn't get them out, and our runs seemed to come in little bunches. We had first inning, third, and then maybe in the 6th or so. But, man, it's a special Razorback group for sure. They found ways to win. We were down to a few outs there against Auburn this year, too. Thought we were going to lose that series to an Auburn team that's struggling, find a way to win, is Middleton. Pitches here in the bottom of the 6th, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1.
Tell you, JB, it looks like he may be getting just a little bit tired. He's gotten a little bit loose the last couple innings with some pitches. Just have to have some discipline here.
That's right. Greenbrier's only put together 1 run as Fitz takes an off-speed pitch low, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. So if you're Fitz here, unless it's really right down Broadway, I'd be taking here. Take a strike if you got to. Work that count against Middleton.
Yeah, got to find a base runner somehow, some way.
2-0, nearly hit him.
That would have been a good way.
That's right. And I can't say I blame him for moving out of the way, but whew, that's up and around the.
That's chin music.
That's right. You don't want to wear that. Break a jaw or something. 3 balls, no strikes from Middleton, and nearly hit him again.
Right.
That's ball 4.
There we go.
Go back to that stat.
Second inning in a row, we get the leadoff man
man
on
on.
base.
Well, and the last time was that little unorthodox bunt double play, unfortunately.
I don't know that you bunt this kid here with as much power as he's got, but at this point in the game, whatever you can do to get the runner in scoring position.
That's right. Well, you look at Arkansas. They don't bunt the ball hardly ever.
They don't. It drives me bananas.
It's the same with my dad because that's how he's always. Hey, if there's ever run at first base, nobody else, bunt him on over. Van Horn. I think whenever I grew up watching him years back, he used to do that a little bit. You don't see it anymore. I think it's hey, we're gonna take our chances with him hitting a long ball or something.
Sure.
At this level, you'll see him bunt it a little bit more. But Anderson doesn't seem to be bunting here.
No.
At least not yet. Middleton comes set, waits on. They're going to try a pickoff move. Caught him leaning a little bit. It's a close play, but he's back in.
Kind of froze him there.
Yeah, he did. It was a nice move there from Middleton. That's the last thing you want, though, is to get picked off at first base. And
That's a slow walk back to the dugout if that happens.
that's the walk of shame, man. That's tough. As Anderson waits. On the pitch from Middleton. Fitz is on the move. Vilonia throws down his second. It's going to be a little bit late. And that'll work well.
There he is.
Didn't even have to bunt him over.
That's right.
Now, you could bunt him to third here, but I'd take my chances on trying to drive him in.
Especially you got a left-handed hitter up. You just want him to pull the ball to the right side. Even if it doesn't go through, you move the runner up. Then a wild pitch or even a ball in the infield scores him. So just got to do a job here. Know the situation. Know your role. Don't try to do too much. Put the ball in play.
Anderson batting from the left side. The 1-1 pitch. Chased one out of the zone, and it's 1-2. That's tough.
Yeah.
That ball really, I don't think it even started near the zone. It just kind of kept sailing out away. And
he hasn't looked comfortable at any of his at-bats so far.
Just trying to do a little too much.
Just try to dig in here and put the ball in play.
That's right. Even a ground ball to the right side, that'll be a job well done.
Sure.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good take.
Outside and away. That really was a nice take. You'll see that pitch, that off-speed pitch dipping away on the outside edge. A lot of batters will swing and miss. Try to chase it. It's a good take there from Anderson. Middleton from the stretch gets his sign. Gives the runner at second a look. Now brings the 2-2. Up and away, ball 3. And now with a 3-ball, 2-strike count, Middleton's in danger of walking Anderson and putting him on as well.
That was close there.
That's one of those might have been too close to take, to be honest.
Absolutely.
That's another thing you don't want to do. That long walk back to the dugout on a called strike 3, and he got it right there.
Yeah.
That one, I think that first one was a little bit more borderline. That one was probably.
I don't think there's any question.
Yeah, that's right. And Anderson rung up, backwards K. He tried to sell it a little bit by tossing the bat as if he was walked, but that one, no doubt about that one. So 1 gone now for Jordan Husky. The DH, he has a single tonight. He has the only single for Greenbrier. He also grounded out to short. First pitch, here's an off-speed pitch that dips below the knees for ball 1.
Huskies probably looked the most comfortable in the box against Middleton so far tonight. Hopefully it just stay hot here and punch one through, score a run. Get us on the board here.
Runner at second is Fitz. He reached on a walk.
Good take.
He watched as Anderson struck out looking.
Yeah, hitters count here. Look in one spot.
That is right. Dead red, fastball, middle in,
Yes,
or
sir.
somewhere where you can drive it. Nothing else. You don't swing at anything else. 2 balls, no strikes to Husky. And to be quite honest, Middleton struggled a little bit from the stretch, it seems.
He has.
2-0 pitch. Swings and misses. That wasn't a pitch, and it's 2-1. Give Middleton credit there. That should have been probably ball 3. Had a lot of break to it. Husky waved over the top. Still a hitter's count, though, with a 2-1 pitch. They keep Fitz close over at second. The 2-1. Slow pitch. They're going to try to throw back to second base behind the runner, but Fitz is back in easily. And now it's 3 balls and a strike to Jordan Husky.
Same thing here. Have a good approach. Looking for your pitch. You see it, busted.
3 balls and a strike to Jordan Husky. The runner at second is Fitz. He reached on a walk. Greenbrier trying to break the scoreless tie as Middleton steps off the back of the rubber. Tell you, there's a wide gap out there in right center a little bit. Center fielder shading a little bit to the left.
Yeah.
They play him to pull just a bit. Also, that left fielder's playing way away from the line.
Line's wide open.
And the 3-1's down and away, and Husky draws the walk. So now with 1 gone, it'll bring in Cade Newton. Middleton's walked twice, but the double play will be back in order now for Vilonia.
Got you a 4-hole hitter here. I would expect Middleton to try to start him off with something off speed here. But if you're a runner on second, watch the ball in the dirt here. Get a good jump.
That's right.
He does.
Off speed pitch there to Newton, and he waves and misses. Strike 1. Runners at first and second, both reached via the walk. The 0-1 pitch is a strike, and it's 0-2. That one hit the bottom of the zone. That was a low strike, and now if you're Newton, got to just choke up on the bat. Try to find a way to reach here. No balls, 2 strike, 1 gone. 0-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive to left, hit it hard. That's down for a base hit. They're going to try to send home Fitz. We're going to have a play at the plate. Nope, the throw was cut off. Greenbrier scores with a base knock there from Newton, and it's 1-0.
I'll tell you what, JB, that's a great piece of hitting right there. Down 0-2 in the count, and he left one a little bit over the plate. Just a great job hitting right there.
Newton made him pay. Couldn't tell. I thought it looked like an off-speed pitch that he hung a little bit.
He did.
And Newton jumped all over it. The only thing that I was worried about was whether that ball was going to drop or not. The left fielder's coming in quick, and
I had a little question myself because the runner at second.
he was halfway to third.
He never checked up.
Well, that's one of those plays. I think if the left fielder makes that play, he's probably getting doubled off at second base. It's going to be close. But, hey, we will take it. Greenbrier breaks the scoreless tie here in the bottom of the 6th, 1-0, and now they're 3 outs away from a win.
And I'll tell you, in a game like this, it's hard to believe it, but that might be the difference.
No kidding. And how about that? I mean, you're looking back, at the time it was huge because we've talked about a 1-0 lead, 2-0 lead just seeming so large with how both pitchers have pitched thus far. But that play by Flag out there in right field back in the 5th is looming large. And that one's bunted foul to the third base dugout for strike 1. Keaton Whitley. He has popped out to third in foul ground, and he's reached on an error to first base. Bats here with runners at first and second. Still only 1 out.
Definitely. Still got some work here to do.
Vilonia's in double play depth up the middle. They play in at the corners. Try to pick off, move back to second, and it hit him. Man, that's tough because if that ball doesn't hit him, it might go into center and he might move up.
I believe you're right, JB.
No balls and a strike to Whitley. We would definitely take a couple more base hits, extend this lead, and get out of here with the first game win. The 0-1's outside 1-1. You know Vilonia is not going to go away without a fight.
That's
so
right.
It's going to be a battle in the 7th. Love to see Holtz put him away if he's still out there.
Love to get a couple more here. A little bit of breathing room.
That's right. I'm assuming Holtz would be out in
I would
the
think
7th, surely, unless there's some restriction on his arm or something. The 1-1's outside 2-1.
Yeah, he's looked pretty strong so far. I would expect to see him back on the 7th.
I mean, he really hasn't thrown a ton of pitches, I would imagine. I meant to look earlier
Pull it up, I think.
on Game Changer. 2-1 to Whitley. Runners at first and second with one gone. Middleton. The 2-1s waved at and missed, and it's 2-2.
Good cut there.
Yeah, it was a good. I mean, it was inside fastball. Just tried to turn on it. Couldn't connect.
Middleton's at 85 pitches.
Wow. I'll bet you most of that's been here in the last 2 innings or so. They've really worked the count, done a good job later in these innings. 2-2 from Middleton. Swinging a chopper, slowly hit to second. Their only play is going to be at first. Works like a bunt. 2 are gone on the ground out there from Whitley. Not a terribly.
No, you take that.
You'll take it, yeah.
Absolutely. Move the runners up.
And it brings in Paxton Flagg.
So it looks like Isaac's at 70 pitches, so
Wow.
he should be good.
Should be good. That's just an average of a little over 10 pitches a game. Or an inning, I mean. So now, with 2 gone, Paxton Flagg got a chance for a little insurance. A base hit here would add 2. First pitch is a strike taken, and it's 0-1. That left fielder's playing well.
Golly, that line is wide open in left field.
It is. Goodness gracious. There's not much of a gap there in left center. He's playing in left center just about.
He is.
The 0-1 to Flagg. Slinging a high fly ball in the medium depth center field. Center fielder is there. That's Matt Snook. He makes the catch. But Greenbrier strikes for the first time for either side in the bottom of the 6th inning. Greenbrier's 3 outs away from a first game win as Isaac Holtz will come back out of the mound. And Matt, before you go, I wanted you to quickly talk about Between the Mats again a little bit for those that haven't seen or whatever. Just talk to us a little bit about how that's going. I know that seems something you all are still doing with just all the different sports and stuff.
We are. We've kind of been a little bit hit or miss this last 3 or 4 weeks with basketball finishing up and transitioning into baseball. We're trying to get all our ducks in a row and find our sources to get all the stats and the records for the teams around the state. You know, it's a little bit tougher in softball and baseball and basketball because you have boys and girls. You know, football it's just
boys.
It's just boys, and so it's a lot of information to gather up. But hopefully, we're gonna shoot the podcast or record the podcast tomorrow night and be releasing that tomorrow night as well. So we'll be back on the air this week. We took last week off, and so just tune in if you haven't had a chance to check us out.
Is that kind of how the structure's gone here of late, just kind of every other week? Or is that kind of the schedule, or what do y'all like to do?
We've been pretty consistently every week. We did take off for spring break, and then we took off last week as Junk had to work out of town. So
right out in Houston, yeah.
Yeah, we've missed a couple weeks, but we'll hopefully get back going to weekly.
Well, we got 13 minutes towards the meeting. Hopefully we'll be able to get out of here with a win before.
I'm staying.
All right, well, good deal. Well, Holtz ready to pitch here to start the top of the 7th, and the first pitch is waved at and missed for strike 1. It'll be Bowers, Justice, and Osler. It's the meat of the order for Vilonia. Brown bats if anybody reaches. Bowers is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. He's in the hole now, 0-2 as he waves and misses.
Boy, first out's always the biggest one, it seems like.
Sometimes it can be, make or break you, really.
Right.
No balls, 2 strikes to Robbie Bowers. Holtz delivers.
It's a good 0-2
just
pitch.
Upstairs to the fastball. That's not a bad miss at all.
It's a good 0-2 pitch there.
There's, even if you do hit one like that, it's tough to really square it up on a fastball. The 1-2. Off speeds in the dirt, 2-2. You'll see some of those curveballs that are up in the zone. You can hit those a mile, but fastball, you've either got to be guessing fastball or be sitting on it. 2 balls, 2 strikes from Holtz. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a fastball. Holtz, 1 gone in the 7th.
Great way to start right there.
That outside edge, man, he just got back. And that's really been the key to Holtz's success, is that outside half. He's got a lot of swing and miss.
You get this kid right here, you got to feel good about your chances. He had a great at-bat last time around.
No kidding. And he pops one up foul here, backer over us for strike 1. He's the 3-hole hitter. He struck out back in the 1st, and then he popped out to 1st, but he had one heck of a bat. The 0-1 pitch is in the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. batter on deck is Osler. He struck out twice tonight. He's 0 for 2. So like you said, if you can get justice, you can feel a little bit better about yourself. It's never easy until the final out's recorded, but with one gone, you want to get this guy. Swinging a fly ball into shallow left. Whitley camps under it. He draws a bead, makes the catch, 2 gone. So now Holes is an out away from a 2-hitter.
A complete game Jim.
That's right.
Man.
A shutout. If he can get Osler, he struck out Osler twice already, trying to get him one more time, and Osler would go home with the golden sombrero. The first pitch is a fastball outside for ball 1. If you're Osler, you want to battle. You do not want to end this game with 3 strikeouts. I'd be happy about it, though. The 1-0's waved at him, missed. I'm telling you, that outside pitch, it just tails. It has gotten him every time.
I think Isaac's feeling it a bit. He reached back and threw that one.
Just reared it past him. 1-1 is inside 2-1. Now we got a double header tonight, so we'll have one more after this one. But man, Wilcox, I've enjoyed calling it with you. If you get a chance after the board meeting to swing on back by,
definitely. I'll check you guys out, and I've enjoyed it. It's been great.
2-1. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing foul, and he put it back to the screen. 2-2. So now, Isaac Holmes is a strike away from a complete game shutout, and like you said, a gem. He has pitched lights out tonight. And he's a strike away from getting another win against Vilonia. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. Here comes the 2-2 from Holes. He struck him out inside corner, and that's how it ends. How about it? Isaac Holes with 2 strikeouts in the 7th. That one's a backwards K to end it, and Greenbrier claims game 1, 1-0. If that wasn't a pitcher's duel, I don't know what was. My goodness, Vilonia only put together 2 hits. Greenbrier only had 2 themselves, and they won it 1-0.
Wow, what a ball game. What a ball game. Good pitcher's duel there, and I tell you, looking back, JB, the play of the game was the throw in by Flag and the play at the plate and then the double play at second base. I mean, you know, at the time we knew it was big, but looking at the score now,
that's the difference in the game.
That's the difference in the ball game.
That's exactly right. Well, you know, we look here quickly at Holes before you get out of here. He ended the night, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strikeouts for Holes.
Nice.
My goodness gracious.
What a ball game.
21 outs, 10 of them were strikeouts. You can't ask for much more than that out of Holes.
No.
I mean, just a great game from him. And none other than against Vilonia. If you're going to have a game like that, my goodness.
Hey, listen, there's no better feeling than beating Vilonia.
And in dominant fashion, at least from a pitching standpoint, than that right there. Yeah, the bats were a little bit soft getting out there. Really didn't square Middleton up all night.
You got to tip your hat to Middleton. He pitched a heck of a ball game. I mean, we didn't square him up maybe 2 or 3 times all ball game, and he did his job. He just didn't get any run support from his bats, and it makes it tough.
That does. It does. Well, you know, and like you said, we didn't really square him up. Just kind of pieced it together.
That's
a couple walks here and there, some good ABs. Found a way to win. It's not really, you know, you look at all that goes into it. Sometimes, especially in conference play, you just want to win any way you can.
That's right.
It was a pitcher's duel nonetheless, but it was Isaac Holes who gets the win with 10 strikeouts through 7 innings of work. He's got to be our player of the game.
Absolutely.
Matt, you know, any final thoughts before we head into a break before the next game?
Yeah, JB, I appreciate you guys having me. I've had a blast doing it. I love talking about Greenbrier sports, Greenbrier athletics, and you know, I look for the bats to get going this second game. We faced their ace that first game, and you know, I kind of see our bats coming to life this game and us putting it on them a little bit.
Sure. Well, we're excited for it. I'm not sure who's going to be pitching in game 2, but hey, the worst that can happen is a split. We'd obviously want us to win the doubleheader and go home with 2 wins tonight, but that's going to do it for this first broadcast. We'll be back with game number 2 here momentarily. 2. That one's popped up foul for strike 2. How's the audio looking over there?
You gotta talk first.
Yeah, well, just sounds a little odd.
Strikeout, baby.
I'm going to switch to the other headset, I believe. That's what I'm going to do. All right, there we go. I think I had the wrong headset on. That's probably why. All right, well, the first batter's out. Here in game number 2 is Husky delivers there. Swing and a miss to Bowers for strike 1. As Husky struck out Snuck to begin the ball game. He's ahead in the count 0-1 to Bowers. 0-1 from Husky is a little bit high, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Husky last week against Siloam pitched a shutout just like Hulse. Siloam walked out without scoring a run against Greenbrier. The 1-1 is muscled over the third baseman's head and into left field for a 1-out single. Whitley's over to get it out there in left field, but Bowers is aboard with a 1-out single. And it'll bring in the shortstop, Brett Justice. Justice bats from the right side. He was a tough out in game number 1. But Holst retired him all 3 times nonetheless. He'll bat here with a runner at first and 1 gone against Jordan Husky. First pitch, swung and a miss at an off-speed pitch. Got him to chase that one out of the zone, and it snowballs at a strike. Husky gets ahead. Runner at first is Bowers. He's singled. Snook struck out to begin the ball game. The 0-1 to to Justice rather, is fouled off to the left side for strike 2, and now he's in the hole. Greenbrier won game 1-1 to nothing in a pitcher's duel that came down to the wire. Both teams had 2 hits apiece, but the difference in the game was the throw out from right field from Paxton Flagg that saved a run. As he gunned down the runner at the plate, that pickoff throw behind the runner over at first there was Bowers. Zachary threw behind him, but he got back in ahead of the tag. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Justice. 1 gone in the first. They play a double play depth up the middle just about straight away. There's a huge gap out there in left center. 1-2's fouled back to the screen, and then we'll do it again. The left fielder, Whitley, Keaton Whitley, he is swung well around out there in left field. There's a large gap there towards left center. Husky trying to get Justice here on a 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Off speed into the dirt. They try to throw behind Bowers again. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Brett Justice. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Husky shaking off the sides. Now he gets something he likes. Comes set. Kicks and brings the 2-2. Off speeds in the dirt. Blocked by Zachary. Couldn't find it momentarily. But he didn't lose it long enough for Bowers to take second base. But the count's run full now to Justice with a runner at first and 1 gone. Husky trying to battle and get Justice. He was ahead 0-2, but Justice has worked the count full. The payoff pitch, swinging a line drive to left. That's a base hit. Back-to-back base knocks for Vilonia. And there's runners at first and second with 1 gone. And it brings in the cleanup hitter, Dawson Brown, for Vilonia. Brown was 1 for 2 in the first game. Only got 2 at bats. He'll bat from the right side against the lefty. Husky delivers, and the first pitch is a strike, 0-1. Well, that was something that came around. Vilonia's already had as many hits in this game as they did for the entirety of game number 1. Husky trying to work out of trouble here in the opening inning. The 0-1's fouled back to the screen, 0-2. He hasn't really had a problem of getting ahead of hitters. He was ahead of Justice 0-2. I thought it was 0-2, maybe 1-1. To Brown. Pitch here. Swinging a line drive, base hit to center field, and it doesn't matter. And Vilonia trying to strike first. We're going to have a play at the plate. The throw is just late. A nice hose out there in center field there from Strack, but It was just a little bit too late. Vilonia strikes first here in game number 2 as Brown drives in Bowers. It's 1-0 Vilonia. Well, it brings in Vines now for Vilonia. 3 straight singles, Sean.
I'll jump on here with you, JB.
Well, I appreciate it. It gets a little lonely up here by myself. I
understand.
And I tell you, we haven't really called a game since basketball, probably. Been a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Well, Sean, what we're seeing, I think, early is Husky's not done a problem of throwing the strike. He's just filled up the zone a little too much, and Vilonia spotted it well.
Yeah, they've been hitting. They're putting the bat on the ball and
squaring it up.
They've definitely liked the left field.
That's right, and they've worn it out there early. Looks like the conversation on the mound is done as Husky will come back in. Jackson Vines bats with runners at first and second and 1 going. That's something the first game we really didn't see. Holst didn't allow but 2 hits the whole game. Husky, there's an off-speed pitch for a strike. That was going to be my next comment is he'd been doing a good job filling up the fastball but hadn't thrown many off-speed. It's good to see him kind of come in the zone there with some
different, mix it up a little bit.
That's right. 0-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. He had Vines guessing, and Vines waves and misses. Sean, you played at Hendricks. You grew up in Cabot, played baseball in Cabot, then went on to Hendricks, played a little catcher at Hendricks. Is that right, or a little outfield?
Yeah, played catcher 2 years and outfield 2 years.
Wow. The 0-2 checked his swing. He went around. They got the runner over at second, hung up, but they threw behind him, and he'll take third base. The runner was out on strikes, even though the ball was in the dirt. There was a runner occupying first, so he was out automatically. 2 gone now with runners at the corners, and Graham Middleton will bat. But back to you, Sean. You played catcher in outfield. What was your favorite position to play at the collegiate level?
Really catcher, because that was a position that really is involved just about in every play of the game, and I really enjoyed being back there and kind of being able to see the entire field. And
sure. I'm sure it took its toll on your knees, though, a little bit.
It did. It did.
As the 0-1's outside and high, 1-1. So who all did you guys play? I don't know what conference were y'all in? Y'all still in the same conference?
It's back then it was called the SCAC, which was the Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference, but mainly about a couple schools in Texas, Arkansas, and then kind of Mississippi and Tennessee. It was made of like Trinity University and San Antonio, Georgetown, Southwestern, which is in Georgetown, Texas, Hendricks, Rhodes, Millsaps, a lot of those teams. Wow.
As Middleton strikes out there. Husky strikes out the side, but he gives up a run on 3 singles. Vilonia strikes first in the top of the first. It's 1-0. We'll head to the bottom of the first here shortly. But quickly, I wanted to talk, continue with you, Sean. I didn't want to interrupt that. I just
no, it's perfect.
Strikeout. Your son John Mark plays soccer there now. How has that been as far as just going to his games? I know COVID seemingly disrupted a little bit of that.
Yeah, it was. It's been really neat. He hadn't gotten a lot of playing time, but he's been out there a little bit. But too, it's just fun to go out and just see him, warming up, practicing, and things like that. And with COVID, it's been done a little bit different, but finally they have allowed some 2 parents to come to a lot of the games and stuff, and especially soccer being outdoors makes it a little bit easier. But they do a pretty good job of just trying to make sure that they limit the number of people, make sure they're spread out within the soccer complex, and it's been good.
Sure. Well, I bet it's even more special for you knowing that's where you graduated from.
Oh, yeah.
To see your son playing at the same university, obviously a different sport, but in that same, just kind of getting the same experience you got, per se, as a student athlete.
Yeah, and I think even back then, I think Division III athletics is way different than when it was whenever I was at Hendricks.
Sure.
And, it's really competitive. There's even a baseball player, Colin Raddick, that came out of Hendricks.
That's right.
That made his way up through
the Cardinals organization?
Yeah, made his way up through the Cardinals organization. Even made it up to AA and even played against the Little Rock. guess, because they were the Travelers were an Angels organization, and so that was kind of neat seeing somebody from Hendricks playing at Dickey Stevens Park.
Right.
Even if they were playing for the other team. I mean, that's just a
Sure.
neat deal. But I remember back whenever I played, University of Wisconsin Oshkosh would always come down to Arkansas in the spring to play because it was so cold up there.
Right. And this is in baseball, right?
Yeah, this is in baseball. And Jared Washburn, I don't know if that name sounds familiar, pitched for the Angels for a number of years. But I played against Jared Washburn.
Wow.
And that was the first time I'd ever been really at in a game where there were scouts everywhere. I mean, there's probably like 10
Did you take
scouts.
him yard?
No, I did not. His fastball was in the low 90s, and so by the time I figured out where the ball was, it was already past where I was.
That's funny. Yeah, well, here we go to start the bottom of the first. Greenbrier will start it off with a hit by pitch. Fitz. Where's the first pitch? And Greenbrier has leadoff man aboard here in the home half of the first.
But good start here for the Panthers. Hopefully kind of build on that, giving up one run, but luckily Husky kind of shut them down at the end of that inning.
Sure. I mean, he had 3 strikeouts. He's pitching well. Probably left a couple of them too far over the plate, and Vilonia jumped on him. As Anderson's batting here with a runner at first to lead off the home half of the first here against Tissue. Hit and run on, fouled off to the left side. And I was telling Matt earlier when he was here, Vilonia against Middleton, Greenbrier just really never hit Middleton well. Thankfully, Holtz pitched lights out as well, but it was one of those things we'd love to see here against Tissue, maybe just a different approach, work on the count a little bit, and trying to get some hitters counts.
Yeah. I like to see him aggressive early there, a little hit and run.
Sure. Well, the pitch was over the plate there, 0-1. Oh, man. Catches the outside edge, and maybe and some. It's 0-2.
I'd say.
He gave a couple balls outside.
A little generous out there.
It's a wide strike zone. It's a pitcher's zone tonight. No balls, 2 strikes to Anderson. Got to protect the plate. Tissue. Runner goes. Pitches in the dirt. No throw down to second. Fitz will get there standing up. That's a stolen base, and Greenbrier's got a runner in scoring position now with nobody out.
Yeah, great job there being aggressive on the base path.
So now if you're Anderson, you really don't have to – if you just put the bat on the ball, push it to the right side somehow, move the runner up, at the very least, that's what you'd like to do right here.
Yeah, especially with no outs.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Tissue gives Fitz a look. The 1-2 fouled off to the left side, out of play. Anderson, did a nice job battling. Fought off a good pitch there from Tissue, outside edge.
Yeah,
now,
it looked like he's throwing. I'm assuming he's trying to pitch him to the outside out there.
Right. And looking from a Tissue's approach, he doesn't seem to have a lot of velocity, so he might be more of a junk guy, kind of hit his spots. He's done well against Anderson. He's gotten ahead. Anderson keeps spoiling some good pitches. The 1-2 is down and in with a slider. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good eye there.
That's a tough pitch.
That is a tough pitch.
Just comes from across from one edge of the zone to the other. It just was a little low. Anderson with a nice take. Runner at second is Fitz. He reached on a hit by pitch, took second base. He swiped the bag. Anderson with a 2-2 count. Just a bit outside. The count's run full. That was one that just was a little too far outside. And umpire's been given the outside edge by a good little bit, but that one was going to be stretching it a good bit. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Anderson. Trying to work a count now. He was down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. He's worked the count full. Fitz gets his lead at second. Tissue gives him a look. The payoff pitch, and he hit him. Wow.
Wow.
Back-to-back hit by pitches. And it brings in the pitcher, Jordan Husky.
So that's usually whenever something happens, we'd always be like, "Don't rub it."
That's
Don't
right.
rub it.
That's right.
I don't think he's throwing hard enough to hurt though.
Middleton in game 1, he definitely had some velocity. This guy, like you said, he's not. At least it doesn't seem like it's coming in that hot. But Jordan Husky batting now. He's got a chance to help himself out a little bit. First and second. He squares as if to bunt, and he bunts it foul. Over to the left side for strike 1. That was a high pitch there from Tissue. If you're Husky, you might just try to pull the bat back a little bit. It's tough to get down a bunt when that ball's up by your shoulders.
Yeah, but if you're gonna commit to it, you've really got to do. You've got to get it down there. You got to lay it down.
That's right. No balls and a strike. He squares his to bunt again, pulls the bat back, and he hit him.
Oh, it hit him again.
Wow, Tissue's coming. He has struggled with his command.
Three hits batters in this first inning.
So now, with the bases loaded.
Best even the PA announcer noticed that one.
Oh, flag, yeah. Well, with nobody out, bases loaded all via the hit by pitch, Cade Newton's got an opportunity to really do some damage here. At the very least, with nobody out, you got to find a way to put some runs on the board here.
Yeah, you've definitely,
Sean.
especially with bases loaded, nobody out, you really got to get some runs on the board here. Looks like a little bit of activity over here in the Vilonia bullpen.
A lefty's warming up, it looks like. Vilonia's going to play in all the way around. They are trying to gun down the run at the plate. They should force it into base, but Vilonia's playing in. Now if you're Newton, it looks like we're going to go have a talk out to the mound. Head coach for Vilonia's out to talk to Tissue.
Yeah, I'm sure he's just trying to give his guys some time in the bullpen to start warming up.
Well, I'll tell you, Sean, in this situation, you got Newton coming up here, bases loaded, nobody out. What's your approach if you're coaching Newton here? What's your approach?
Really just getting the bat on the ball. Just try to hit it hard somewhere, make them make a play.
Sure.
Maybe it gets through somewhere, especially with the guys being up. I mean, the range that they're going to have, especially in the middle of the infield, is not going to be as great as it would be normally.
Sure. And I think, and this kind of goes without saying, obviously you don't want to take a strikeout here, but you definitely, if you're going to strike out, you don't want to go down looking. You want to go down swinging, trying to put the bat on the ball, put the ball in play. But I think the approach has been, this guy's control's not been great here in the early onset. 3 hit by pitches. He's really struggled to find the zone, per se. I'd take till I got a strike here, wait for the pitch that I can drive.
Yeah. You never know. You might get hit by a pitch.
That's well, statistically, 100% of them have been. So here we go, Cade Newton. He'll bat from the right side against Tissue. They keep him out there. Bases loaded, infield in all the way around. The first pitch to Newton. Swings and misses, strike one. That center fielder is swung around to the left a little bit. There's a good little gap there in right center.
Yeah. Softball earlier, Greenbrier took one on the chin earlier at the softball field. I think they lost 7-0 in that first game, but they're up 1-0 in the second game right now.
That'd be a big split in the conference series, yeah. As that one dipped low to Newton, 1 ball, 1 strike. Really, a ground ball on the infield is probably going to be resulted in an out at the plate, unless it's hit towards a hole somewhere. Just want to put the bat on the ball, hit it hard somewhere. The 1-1, and I did it hit him. It got behind him. No. A run's going to score. Greenbrier's trying to dub 1-1, and the early struggles for Tissue. He's just struggled to find the strike zone. Infield's going to stay in for Vilonia, at least thus far. And I thought it might have hit him. I thought I saw some jersey grays. I don't know that the umpire could really see that. They're from the backside anyway, but.
1-2 looked like the Greenbrier batter had kind of tried to avoid it. Because, too, what you could run into is a situation where the batter doesn't try to get out of the way and the umpire doesn't award him first base.
Right. The 2-1 pitch to Newton. He takes a strike. That one right over the middle. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Newton waiting for his pitch. That just might not have been it. 2-2. Runners at second and third. A ground ball. Probably won't score a run unless it gets through. 2-2 pitch. Chopped foul. Back to the third base dugout. We'll leave it'll keep the count at 2-2.
Even if you can get a fly ball in the outfield and get the guy from third.
If you hit it deep enough, move both runners up. That'd be nice. You'd have to hit it pretty deep to left field for that to happen, though. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tissue gets his sign. Takes a deep breath. Kicks and brings the 2-2. Swinging a foul back here right over us. Sean, did you bring your mitt to the ballpark?
I did not. I did not bring my mitt to the ballpark.
Well, thankfully, we've got the window here, but I think Flag will step in front and save us a little bit.
Well, and too, something you got to think about is how many pitches Tissue's thrown so far in this first inning.
Sure. The 2-2, fouled back again. That's a good pitch, and he fouled it off.
Yeah, I think this is going to be probably the 8th pitch of this at-bat for Newton here.
Wow. And Tissue still doesn't have anybody out.
Yeah, I don't foresee him making it out of this inning.
Unless he can really get some. The double play's out now, so he doesn't really have a chance there to get a twin killing. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Newton. Tissue delivers again, nearly hit him. And the counts run full, and Tissue's run into some problems. His command has been an issue. It's been an issue for Tissue.
Good job, JB.
That's
How long you
I
been
ca-
thinking
I-
of that? How long you been thinking
I
of that
came
one?
up that one all by myself. Too long. The payoff pitch struck him out, though.
Struck him out.
Oh, gone. He just read back and blew it past Newton. Yeah, I thought about that probably for way longer than I should have. A guy like you know, it's just an
Straight off,
afterthought.
yeah.
Yeah, just in stride, you know. 1 gone, though, for Keaton Whitley. Vilonia's still playing in all the way around. So here we go. Whitley bat from the left side against Casey Tissue. He hit the first 3 batters, and then he just struck out Newton. The first pitch is a strike over the outside edge. It seems as if he called that strike before the ball even completely got into the mitt.
Yeah.
0-1. I mean, it's definitely a quality pitch outside and away. Just caught the edge. 0-1 to Whitley. They're planning to pull up the middle. Second baseman swung well around to the right side. There's a hole in the 6th spot over there at shortstop. There's a hole right up the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike to Whitley.
So the bullpen doesn't seem to be going anymore for Vilonia. This may be Tissue's last batter here.
Wow.
If he doesn't get him
1-1.
out. Oh, that's up the middle.
Base hit for Whitley. 1 run will score. They're going to wave home Husky. The throw to the plate is not in time. Excuse me, yeah. And 2 runs score. I guess there was a pinch runner for Husky because that was definitely not Husky running around third base. And Greenbrier is taking the lead on the base knock there from Whitley. It's 3-1.
But you got to love, too, there, JB, is, Keaton Whitley didn't try to do too much with the ball, just put it in play, got it through the middle, got 2 RBIs out of it.
Yeah. That's the first hit of the game for Greenbrier, and that's come – they got 3 runs on 1 base hit. Those hit batters are really, coming costly
really
for
hurt
Tissue.
him. Yeah, that really hurt Vilonia early.
Brings in Paxton Flagg. Flagg bats from the right side with a runner at first and 1 gone. Vilonia's in double play depth, and did it hit him? It did. That's his 4th hit batter, and that might be it for Tissue. We'll see.
It's got to be getting close.
The command just has not been there, and that looks like it may do it. Head coach for Vilonia is headed out to the mound, and it looks like Tissue's day may be done. They had a lefty warming up in the pen for Vilonia. That's tough.
Yep.
His day's done, yep. They're going to go
Well,
change
too,
the pitcher.
and you got to hate that, too, for that young man. I know he wants to come out here and battle and everything, and, too, to not even make it out of the first inning, that's tough.
Sure. And it just, the first 3 batters, he hit them. It just command wasn't there. He did a good job of battling against Newton and striking him out, but Whitley, I think, was the difference. Whitley's basing up the middle, kind of sealed the deal for me as he hit Flagg on 1 pitch. And
Well, too, you think about, getting behind. I mean, it's already kind of in your head. It's just going to be difficult to overcome that, young man to overcome that.
That's right. The new pitcher for Vilonia will be Smithart. He's the lefty. Greenbrier's up 3-1. We had a pitcher's duel in the first one. It's seeming to be a little bit of a different story here in Game 2. Greenbrier won that one in a thriller, 1-0. Each team had 2 hits, but Greenbrier was able to squeeze out the win. Trying to win Game 2 here at sweep Vilonia. Smithart's a lefty here. He'll inherit a runner at first and second base, 2 runners, with 1 gone here in the bottom of the first inning. Jack Runzik will bat against him. Final line on Tissue. He goes a third of an inning, gives up 3 runs, 1 base hit, all of them earned. So Smithart will come in to pitch.
trying to work on your commercials.
Get some.
JB's kind of falling behind on me over here. But too, I know it's hard doing everything.
Well, we needed talent, man. Talent's the backbone. Well, you really, but
Well, in my mind, isn't as good as it used to be. So a lot of times I have a hard time remembering where I put some of these things. I think. We'll try to take a break at the end of the half inning.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll check and see how I did here.
Well, sound great. As Runzik takes the first pitch strike from Smithart. Smithart begins his outing with a strike. A little off-speed pitch found the zone, 0-1. Runners at first and second. That's Whitley at second. Flags over at first. And a swing and a miss there from Runzik, and Smithart's ahead in the count 0-2. Got to protect the plate. Got to check up the bat a little bit here and protect the plate.
Runzik he took a hack at that second one.
0-2, just a little bit upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good job there by Runzik taking that one, but with some of those pitches, he's been calling strikes.
Got to protect the
Got to
plate.
protect the plate.
The 1-2's popped up foul back here to the right side out of play. And we'll do it again with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. They're playing fairly deep out there in center. That center fielder Snook is pushed way back there. 1 ball, 2 strikes though to Runzik. Smithart trying to get him. The 1-2 pitch got him to chase, and 2 are gone. And it looked like Runzik had foul tipped it, but he found back.
Yeah, I think he caught it. I think the catcher caught it, yeah.
And 2 gone here for Zachary. J.D. Zachary. Sean, what's been your favorite moment of your baseball career? Do you have one?
I would say playing against the University of Ozarks, played at home and had a 2 home run game.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was a time where, that was one of the only times. There's 2 times in my life where I've hit a ball and absolutely knew it was gone.
And that was one of them?
That was one of them, off the scoreboard.
Wow. Were you at home, playing at Hendricks at home? That's awesome.
Yeah. And then, too, I remember a guy named by the name of Richard Smikla that played for the University of Arkansas Little Rock. Here's kind of we got time for funny stories.
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
So April 1st, we were in the cafeteria. Coach rolls in there, says, "Hey, boys, we're going to play University of Arkansas Little Rock today."
As that one's popped up on the right side of the infield. Second baseman's over, trying to call him off. Struggling to make the play, but he does. To end the inning, that was Robbie Bowers. Greenbrier scores 3 times, and we'll head to the top of the second.
And so anyway, it was April 1st. He says, "Hey, we're gonna play ULR today." And we're like, "You got to be kidding me!" And he's like, "No, it's April Fool's." No. He said they had a rainout with Southern Miss, and so we ended up playing them.
Wow.
And we had a kid, Jason Browning, that was pitching for us that day. And Jason, usually his fastball was probably about 65 with, if he had a good 20-mile-an-hour tailwind behind him.
Right.
And those Smikla stood about 6'6", 250, and could hit it a country mile. And old Jason Browning had got up there and threw 3 pitches, and I mean, it looked like something from Looney Tunes, the way he was swinging that bat, and ended up striking him out.
Wow.
And he was so mad. He was so mad. And Gary Hogan at the time was the coach of ULR, and I mean, he was just laughing. He was just laughing over there. But I tell you, it was that was fun. I look back on some of those times, and even whenever we played UCA, and through the first 3 innings, the first game we ever played at home, first 3 innings, it was like 0-0 or something like that. We thought, oh man, we're like really good. and then after that, they got to rolling, and I think it ended up being like 25-2
oh my
or
gosh.
25-3 or something like that. It was, it was.
And
we learned pretty quick.
Brought you back to reality a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which I think as far as the game's evolved, especially from the D1, D2, D3, there's really not a ton of, especially as baseball's growing in the state and across the country. there's not sometimes a huge difference between a D1 player and a D2 player. When you get into those Power 5 conferences like U of A, it definitely sticks out. They maybe have a couple more of them, but you know, to be able to play baseball at the collegiate level, you got to be pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
So as we head to the top of the second, Greenbrier's got a 3-1 lead. You know, in a game one where we only saw one run come across the board, and that was the 6th inning. It's just kind of a different pace than what we saw.
Starting off the second, the 7-hole hitter, Hunter McCool.
So it brings in McCool. Vilonia brought 6 batters to the plate in the first, got a run home, and McCool swings and pops this one up down the left field line.
Boy,
Third baseman
like
giving
drop.
chase. It's just foul. That left fielder, Whitley, watched it go, but he had a sense it was going to drop foul. Runzik's wishing he had gotten the memo. Runzik was running for his life trying to make the play. No balls and a strike to McCool. McCool was 0 for 2 in the first game. He struck out looking, and he grounded back to the pitcher. Trying to add to it. The 0-1, swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes.
That curveball was nasty.
Husky's, you know, a good player. If I'm not mistaken, what is he committed to the U of A?
I think so.
Yeah. No balls, 2 strikes. McCool waits on the 0-2, checked his swing, but he went around. Ball's in the dirt, so Zachary's got to throw to first. Holst is there, and that's out number 1. Husky gets the strikeout. That's his 4th strikeout on the night. And it brings in Osier.
That brings up number 23, first baseman.
Definitely. That was another nasty curveball that went chasing.
And Campbell Osier will come up to the plate now. Yeah, I mean, that's just tough to do anything with, too. Just got it bites out of the zone. There's a fastball inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Osier was 0 for 3 in game number 1. He wore the golden sombrero, struck out all 3 times. He faced holes. The 1-0 is a strike, and it's 1-1. I'm making up my own rules here. The golden sombrero is actually 4 strikeouts, but we'll just say it's 3 for high school to make me feel a little better.
Well, maybe Osier will strike out here, and it will be 4.
Maybe
maybe you're crystal ball.
That's what it, man. That's a great way to look at it. Don't tell Junk. I don't want to hurt his feelings, but you know, if this comes to fruition, I'm going to be pretty excited about it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to save.
Get it right here.
And
What I tell you?
Struck him out. There's the golden sombrero. And Osier struck it all 4 times. He's come to the plate tonight.
I tell you, you're a future teller.
Yeah, you know, it's just it comes naturally.
It does. What do you see here, JB?
I see another strikeout here from Crowley. The first one's a strike.
Oh, there you go.
All outs recorded by Husky tonight have been via the K. He also had 3 singles. Struck out the first 2 here in the second. The 0-1 from Husky. Swinging a pop-up foul, and he's
already 0-2, yeah.
That's right. He's a strikeout away from making me the psychic. 0-2. Husky from the windup. Kicks and brings the 0-2. Struck him out, and Husky strikes out the side. He has struck out the side in both of the first 2 innings. We head to the bottom of the second. Sean Greenbrier leads it 3-1.
The Greenbrier Panther Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
Well, here we go as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Smithart came in and really saved the day. Tissue got in a bunch of trouble. He goes a third of an inning, gives up 3 runs. Smithart kind of shut the door.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get something started here early.
As Thatcher Strack will lead it off, and he takes a strike. 0-1. It'll be Strack, Holson, it'll be Strack. Then we'll head back to the top of the order, and Fitz and Anderson. 0-1, swung on and missed, and he's in the hole 0-2. Smithart doesn't seem to have a lot of velocity, but he gets a lot of swing and miss stuff. He's ahead in the count, 0-2 to Strack. Smithart kicks and brings the 0-2, and it's chopped foul at the plate. Strack fought it off. Smithart really got them out of trouble in that opening inning. 0-2 pitch, chopped to the second base side. Second baseman for Vilonia scoops and throws, and he threw it away.
Yep. I was about to say, kind of cued it off the end, and had a weird spin to it. But great job by Thatcher Strack running down the line and making him make a play on it quick and getting him to throw it away.
You know, I tell you, Sean, good things happen when you put the bat on the ball. There's just a lot that can go wrong in there for Bowers. It seemed like he fielded it fine, just kind of trying to get rid of it a little too quickly and pulled him off the bag. E4 for Bowers. And we head back to the top of the order now. And Garrett Fitz. First pitch was
outside.
A little outside. Tried to throw back behind the runner at first and Strack, but he was back easily. 1-0 to Fitz. They play corners in. At least the third baseman's playing in over at third, near the grass.
Be interested to see what Smithart's pickoff move looks like, too, because, I mean, Thatcher's really fast.
Right, got to keep him close.
Yeah.
1-1 pitch. Runner's going, tried to bunt at it, and bunts it foul back to the screen, 1-2. And I'll be honest with you, Strack got a great jump. He's probably going to swipe the bag. But now, if you're Garrett Fitz, you got to choke up on the bat a little bit, work the count. He's in the hole, 1-2. Vilonia's a double play depth up the middle. Runner, the third baseman plays in. 1-2, runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw down to second, and Strack takes the bag. So Fitz strikes out, and they're going to say that Fitz might have interfered on the throw potentially. We'll see. That's exactly what they're going to call, and they're going to say Strack is out. They're going to say Fitz got in the way. That's frustrating. He got in the way, and
Interference is called on the batter. 2 outs. That brings up.
you know, and that's tough. You know, he comes in there, you know, as interference, you know, and affects the throw there. It's frustrating because Strack's going to take that bag no matter what. 2 gone though. And brings in Anderson. So it works like a double play. First pitch is a strike to Anderson. Anderson reached on a hit by pitch. He struck out 3 times in game 1. He's 0 for 3 on the night. The 0-1's in the dirt, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Base is empty now with 2 gone. Vilonia playing straight away all the way around. I'll tell you, though, that left fielder's playing well away from the line out that way. Swinging a chopper to the second baseman. Another booted play by Bowers. And I'll be honest with you, he kind of tried to short hop that, came on his left side. He didn't really get in front of it. Ate him up. You know, the difference is, and I'm sure you've been taught, you know, I was an infielder. You get in front of the ball, you stay in front. If it bobbles it up, it hits your chest, you can body it.
Chest, yep.
That just ate him up. He tried to cheat a little bit, came back to cost him. Man, that'd be nice if
Thatcher Strack was
over
on second. He'd have been at third. Been first and third, 1 out.
Yeah. Shoot, might have scored if it made it out. You know, it just depends.
Yeah, because the way it went to the right. Yeah, it went to right field. Yeah.
1 ball, no strikes. Anderson is over at first base. Reached on an error. Husky batting here. Takes a strike, and it's 1-1.
So that looked like it was right down Main Street.
Guess he's trying to work the count a little bit. 1-1 pitch. Swings and chases that one. It's 1-2. That one might have been up and away a little bit. And now after Jordan Husky, got a battle. Trying to find a way on. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Anderson gets his lead over at first. Smithart delivers. And it's a swing and a miss. Foul back into the catcher's mitt for strike 3. And Vilonia gets out of the second inning. We've played 2 innings of baseball here in Vilonia. And our Panthers lead it 3-1.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old.
And there we go here in the top of the third. First pitch to Matt Snook is a little bit outside for ball 1. So Vilonia will have the top of the order. It'll be Snook, Bowers, and Justice. Brown bats if anybody reaches. 1-0 from Huskies inside ball 2. All outs that Huskies recorded, Sean, has been through the
strikeouts, right? Yeah, 6 strikeouts.
Yes, indeed. 2 balls, no strikes to Snook. Off-speed pitch, and that's a strike. That's a dandy.
That was a dandy.
Right over the heart of the plate, just dipping down and into the right-handed batter. That's tough. 2-1 pitch from Husky. Checked his swing, but he went around, and now it's 2-2. Snook doesn't like it. But now the count's even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Husky trying to get him. I don't want to.
I didn't see it completely, but it didn't look like he had went. But
Snook doesn't matter. He swings and lines a base hit to center. Strack gets it in, but that's a leadoff single for Matt Snook. Robbie Bowers will bat now. He singled back in the first inning. He'll bat from the right side here. Greenbrier playing a double play depth up the middle. I'm not doing any more crystal ball anymore. I don't want to ruin my streak. I'm too.
Yeah, you were good.
As here's a check swing, strike 1. Well, when you're doing well like that, you don't want to ruin your streak.
Yeah.
I could never predict anything again, and I'll be back at 1,000.
You gotta go out while you're on top.
That's right.
You gotta know when to fold them.
It's like bet. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. You
know
keep
when
going.
to hold them and know when to fold them.
That's right. As that one's in the dirt. 1-1. Yeah, it's easier to call like maybe a 9-hole hitter that struck out every time he's come up to the plate. If I come up and predict, he's probably going to strike out. The odds are with me. Maybe not the leadoff hitter. 1-1 pitch. Swinging a foul back, and now it's 1-2.
If we can pull the old double play here.
That'd be nice. Snook's got speed over there at first base. He's the center fielder. He can cover some ground over there. He's playing pretty close to first base, though. Holst is holding him on. Husky kicks and brings the 1-2, and it's outside and away for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Greenbrier, we got him just about played straight away out there in the outfield, all the way around. Double play depth up the middle. 2-2 pitch to Bowers. Husky gives Snook a look. 2-2. Didn't snap it off. Curveball just floats outside, and the count's run full. So now with nobody out and a payoff pitch, do you send Snook?
I was about to ask the same question, JB. I was like, hey, do you get aggressive here and take off?
He doesn't go. The 3-2 pitch is outside. It doesn't matter. A single and a walk to start the third, and Vilonia's got a little something brewing here with nobody out. For one of the hottest hitters on the team, that's Brett Justice. Justice probably in game one seemingly was the best hitter on the team as far as his approach. He was 0 for 3, but he really played well. As Holtz will play in over at first base.
He hit it up the middle last time, didn't he?
He did. No, his was to left field. And he swings and misses for strike one. I think Brown hit it up the middle. There's 2 to left.
No, 2 to
Brown on the next batter hit it up the middle. But he definitely squared one up and ripped it to left field.
I was about to say, one of the old rules I always knew, too, was you can't hit it if you can't see it. Like he kind of pulled off of it a little bit there.
The 0-1's outside, 1-1. Yeah, and Husky hasn't pitched bad. He's been around the zone a lot. He's given up some hard hit balls, though. 1 ball, 1 strike. Would love a double play ball here. One from Husky. Off-speed pitch. Just a little bit outside, and it's 2-1.
It seems like, too, like Husky, like some of the Vilonia pitchers, it seems like they've gotten this outside on basically what we see is the left side of the plate, but that right side, it doesn't seem like it's as big,
The zone or whatever?
Yeah. The outside quarters there as much.
Well, yeah, you're right. And sometimes it's frustrating when you see an umpire calling something. As long as they're consistent, you just got to adjust to the zone.
Yep.
Even though it may be frustrating, it gets frustrating whenever their zone changes from inning to inning. So far, he seemingly is doing okay.
I'll say not the position you want to be in, too. 3-1.
No.
Runners first and second, best batter for Vilonia up.
If you're Justice, you're probably sitting on something fat. Otherwise, you're going to leave it alone. Husky's got to make a quality pitch right here. 3-1 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. That was it. Inside fastball. Justice couldn't catch up, and the count's full. And if you're Husky, you really want to get him out right here somehow. You don't want to put the bases loaded with nobody out or give up a base hit here. Husky kicks and brings the payoff. He struck him out. A foul tip into the catcher's mitt. How about that, Sean?
Wow. I mean, Husky coming all the way back from that 3-1 count and really in a way just overpowering.
That's right.
Overpowering Justice and kind of mano-a-mano, and Husky wins that one.
And that was over the heart of the plate, too. It's just like he reared back and threw it past him. And with 1 gone now, it brings in Brown. He'll bat from the right side. First pitch is up and in for ball 1. Dawson Brown, he's the third baseman.
I'll say a quick score update from the softball field. Vilonia's up 2-1 in the bottom of the third.
1-0 pitch here. Swinging a foul back to the screen. 1-1 to Brown. Husky. Go ahead.
It was a good pitch. Good pitch by Husky right there.
Just coming back and attacking the zone. Living low in the zone. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Runners at first and second. 1 gone. Snook singled to begin the inning. Bowers drew a walk. They both watched Justice strike out. The 1-1 pitch to Brown. Swinging a base hit into left field down the line. Wheatley's over to cut it off near the corner. Snook's going to come around to score. And Vilonia's cut the lead to 1. It's 3-2.
Really just replaced. They were already at first and second. Going to replace back at first and second.
That's right. Brown just saw a fastball, turned on it, ripped it into left field. He was sitting fastball, and that's the benefit of being able to spot your off speed. That's been something that Huskies, when you fall behind in the count, hitters allow them to be able to sit on something, and that's what Brown did. 1 gone for Vines now. Jack Vines is the left fielder. First pitch from Husky is an off-speed pitch, and it's a strike, 0-1. It's a good pitch. Off-speed pitch. He's got a nasty break on his curveball. Living low in the zone, it's tough to hit it. Runners at first and second are Brown and Bowers. The 0-1 pitch is low, 1-1. Husky's got good velo. It gets there quick. Unfortunately, Vilonia's been able to spot it a couple of times, and it's cost Husky a couple of times. 1 ball, 1 strike. Vilonia's cut the lead to 1. It's 3-2 here in the top of the third. Double play up the middle. Curveball catches the outside edge. That's nice. That's what he's going to need to get going for him.
Yeah, that's a good-looking pitch right there.
And it's 1-2. You'd love a strikeout right here, but a double play ball would be even nicer.
Because if you're the batter, you really think that ball is going to stay out, and it just drops in.
Man, and there's not a whole lot you can do with it either. The 1-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out with a curveball. Husky's got 2 gone with a strikeout, and Sean, he's retired every single batter
with a strikeout.
That's his 8th strikeout.
Yeah.
Wow. Brings in Graham Middleton. He was the pitcher in game 1 and pitched well, but he struck out against Husky this first time up. That's here from the right side. First pitch, swing and a miss.
See how Middleton holds the bat?
It's like he drops it kind of near below his shoulder.
Yeah, almost like flat.
Yeah. It's kind of an odd stance. The 0-1 is Husky. Looks the runner back to second base as he steps off that way.
Just wants to check him, make sure he knows he's back there.
That's right, and hopefully keep him close. Base hit to the outfield most likely will score the runner, but Husky wants to keep him close. A swing and a miss from Middleton. He's in the hole 0-2. He struck out on 3 pitches his first time up. He's in danger of doing it again right here. Husky trying to get him. 0-2 pitch with 2 gone. Runners at first and second. The 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. And Husky strikes out the side again. Wow.
I tell you, that curveball, slider, whatever he's got is just nasty, and it is and they're really taking advantage of it.
That's wild.
Whatever's working for you, throw it.
Just keep doing it. We played 2.5 innings here in Greenbrier. Vilonia gets a run back. They've cut the lead to 3-2, but Greenbrier will lead it heading into the bottom of the third.
Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco, Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
There we go. Cade Newton will lead it off for Greenbrier here in the bottom of the third against Smithart. The first pitch is a swing and a miss there from Newton. He struck out his first time up, but that was against the starting pitcher Tissue. He went in a third of an inning before Smithart came in. 0-1 pitch popped up into right field. Down the right field line.
That may drop.
That's a long run for the right fielder. He slides in and makes the catch. Heck of a play there from the right fielder. That was Hunter McCool. Newton gave it a bid. He made a bid for it, but left the right fielder McCool said not today. And goodness,
I was about to say too. Smithart. He always goes through the stretch.
That's right. I didn't notice it.
Yeah. I'm just put that together too. He doesn't go through the windup even when nobody on. He goes through the
from the stretch. There's a strike there to Whitley. 0-1. And that's something, too, as we've said, he doesn't have a lot of velocity. At least it doesn't seem. But he's getting outs. He's getting, really haven't seemed to to square him up just yet. 0-1 catches the outside edge, and now Whitley's in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Whitley's got the only hit of the game for Greenbrier.
Yeah, he had a great hit.
That was up the middle when the infield was playing in. Probably would have been a base hit either way.
Yeah. I was about to say, the scoreboard doesn't even show that he got a hit.
Yeah, they want to keep him honest, I guess.
I guess so.
1 ball, 2 strikes as Whitley ripped that foul. 1-2 to Whitley. Bases empty, 1 gone. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a chopper up the middle to the shortstop, Justice. He scoops it up and throws to first. In the dirt, but it dug up nicely there by the first baseman for out number 2. That was Ozier. Scooped it out. And 2 are gone now in the bottom of the 3rd. So it'll be up to Paxton Flagg if Greenbrier is going to do anything in the 3rd. Flagg was hit by a pitch in the 1st inning. He was 0 for 2, 0 for 2 in game 1, I believe.
I mean, if you're Vilonia, you're happy with what Smithhart's been able to do since he's been in the game.
He really is. He's kind of quieted the crowd a little bit, shut the door. He inherited a bit of a mess. Runners at first and second, only 1 gone. Didn't allow anybody to score. The 0-1. Swinging a tapper to the right side foul, and now it's 0-2 to Paxton Flagg. The lefty Smithart, he's done his job. He's come out of the pen, and he's kept Greenbrier at bay. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. Paxton Flagg trying to battle. The 0-2 pitch from Smithart. Swinging a foul back to the screen, and Flagg spoiled a good pitch. 0-2, the count to Paxton Flagg, the Greenbrier right fielder. Smithart comes set, kicks and brings the 0-2, swinging a line drive to left center.
Oh, is it going to get that? No.
Wow, the center fielder and left fielder nearly collided, but it's the center fielder, Snook, who makes the catch. That's the second time Flagg's hit it hard like that to the outfield. But again, Vilonia, they play the gaps really well. They leave the lines open. They play in left center, and they track it down to win the inning. Greenbrier goes 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 3rd. It's 3-2. Greenbrier leads it as we head to the 4th. Here we go in the top of the 4th. Jordan Husky to pitch here. The first pitch to McCool is outside for ball 1.
It's like a softball field's going to the bottom of the 4th. Vilonia still leads 2-1 over there.
1-0 pitch. Upstairs ball 2.
There, so he pulled it back too.
Wow. McCool's trying to get on. I'm curious if he's actually trying to bunt his way on. He swears as if to do it again, takes a strike. There it is, 2-1. And I'll be honest, that's kind of the best pitch to bunt. If you're trying to bunt it to the left side, outside fastball is what you want.
Yeah, Runzik started to come in on 3rd base.
2-1 to McCool. He squares, pulls the bat back, and it's 3-1. So now if you're Husky, just got to find the zone here. McCool been showing bunt. I'm just curious if he's actually going to try to lay it down. A 3-1 pitcher might be sitting on something.
He's got to focus on the catcher.
That's right, and he does. He comes with the strike down the middle. McCool looked like he's just trying to work the count. That was a good pitch, kind of over the heart of the plate, and McCool watched it go by. Payoff pitch from Husky. Here it comes. Swing in on the hands, fouls it off the left side. Not a good swing there from McCool. Husky just came in with a fastball and challenged him. McCool's just lucky to be still in the batter's box. We'll do it again with the payoff pitch. And he walks in with a high fastball. Leadoff man's aboard.
I'm surprised Husky didn't come back with that curveball right there.
And that's the thing I've noticed about Husky is when he's missed with his fastball, he tries to come back and find the zone with his fastball, and that's when they start squaring him up. So when he can't find the zone, he doesn't normally go to his curveball. So a leadoff walk to McCool, and Ozier comes in. A bat from the right side. First pitch is a strike on the inside edge, 0-1. Good to see him get ahead. 0-1 to Ozier. He's the one who has the golden sombrero for 2 combined games. The 0-1 pitch is a curveball down and away in the dirt, blocked nicely by Zachary, and that keeps McCool over at first base. 1-1.
I believe Ozier is a four-sport athlete, too. Plays football, basketball, baseball, and track.
Wow.
Shot put and disc.
The 1-1's upstairs, 2-1. That's impressive. Greenbrier's at double play depth up the middle. 2 balls and a strike to Ozier. Husky paints the black on the inside edge, and now it's 2-2. That's a tough pitch to do anything with.
It is. Especially when the broadcasters are getting even heckled from the home fans.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh,
Swings and misses.
man,
and
what
he
a
got it.
pitch. Great pitch there.
Well, what do you
by
call it for
Husky.
5 strikeouts? I'll ask the platinum sombrero. Nope. I'm not sure if Flag just made that up or not.
9-hole hitter Ethan Crawley.
With 1 gone, here's Crawley. I'm certain
That's
Flag
what I
probably
did.
just made that up. Wow. Swing and a foul
Wow.
off to the right side. Well, I'm learning something new. So you said aluminum? Oh, Olympic sombrero. Wow.
The aluminum rings.
Well,
Come on, JB.
I have no comment. I can blame it on not being able to hear well, but it's all right. No balls and a strike there in the dirt, 1-1. By the way, that's the 10th strikeout for Husky. All of his outs have come via the strikeout.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike to Crawley. Runner at first is McCool. He watched as Ozier went down on strikes. 1-1 pitch to Crawley. Pickoff move. They got him winning.
Got him.
Throw down to
Yep.
second, and
Yep.
they got him.
Yep.
That was a great pickoff.
Great move by Husky. Yeah.
And now, Crawley's got a bat with the bases empty and 2 gone. That's the first out that has not come via the strikeout.
Via the strikeout, yeah.
That one's a ball inside, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. I'm getting enlightened over here. The 2-1 pitch to Crawley. Swinging a chopper towards the hole. It's short, and that's going to get through.
there.
There's a 2-out single there for Crawley.
That gets Vilonia back to the top of the order. Number 19, Matt Snook.
And Matt Snook will lead it off, or won't lead it off. He'll be back to the top of the order. He'll bat now with 2 gone after the single there from Crawley. That's the 6th hit today for Vilonia. Greenbrier still only got 1.
That's crazy. 6 hits for Vilonia, but then, what was it, 7 or 8? 7 or 8 strikeouts?
They have 10 strikeouts. They have struck out 10 times tonight. as it's 0-1 to Snook. He singled and struck out in the game. That's from the right side against Husky. Pickoff move to first. Caught him leaning a little bit, but he'll get back in ahead of the tag. Snook waits on the 0-1 from Husky. He comes set. Kicks and brings the 0-1, trying to throw behind the runner at first, but he's back in ahead of the tag. Holst was falling down as he made the catch, so Matt not even had a clear tag on the runner. 1-1 to Snook. Holst is holding him on. That's the pinch runner over there for Vilonia. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss from Snook, 1-2. They caught the runner leaning, trying to throw down to second. It's high, and he takes the bag. Goodness, that's Shaw who took the bag for Vilonia, and he's at second base now with 2 gone, but it's 1-2 to Snook. They had him leaning.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wonder if he was already going to go or if he kind of got caught in no man's land out there and decided, hey, I'm just going to take off.
That's tough. You know, Vilonia's a base hit away from tying it. Husky trying to keep him right there. 1-2 pitch to Snook. He struck him out looking.
Right there. There's another one.
11 strikeouts tonight for Jordan Husky. We've played 3.5 here in Greenbrier, and our Panthers lead at 3-2.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get.
And here we go in the bottom of the 4th. Jack Runzik will lead it off for Greenbrier, and he takes a strike to begin it from Smithart. Runzik struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1 today. He did not play in game 1. The 0-1 pitch is a swing and a foul back to the screen, and Smithart's ahead in the count 0-2. Smithart, I mean, to be quite honest, he's come in and he shut the door. He inherited a mess. It was 3-1 at the time, and he's kept Greenbrier at bay. 0-2 to Runzik. Here it comes. Downstairs with an off-speed pitch, 1-2. They really don't.
That was really close.
It's probably too close to take.
Yeah, basically 2 strikes. Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Runzik trying to battle. Swings and pops it up into shallow right. Second baseman coming over. Right fielder over as well. It'll be the second baseman who makes the catch out there in shallow right field. That's Robbie Bowers. And the leadoff man is gone.
Yeah, really. Second baseman's got to make that play. You know, first baseman, it's gonna be hard on them to make that play the way that they're kind of backtracking on that ball. It really is the second baseman or the right fielder.
But even in that situation, right fielder's got a long way to come. Yeah, it's either second or right for sure. First pitch here is just strike. Well, you saw that, you know, even years ago in the national championship with the Hogs. Probably right fielder's ball on that drop ball coming in. No balls and a strike, 1 gone. And And there's an outside corner strike 2. I know that's an old wound that'll never heal.
It's funny. Well, too, if you're Greenbrier here, you've really got to take advantage of those pitches over the middle.
The 0-2's upstairs 1 and 2. That's right. Trying to find a way to drive him. Smithard's, he's been very crafty. He's found the zone and been able to keep Greenbrier off the base paths. 1-2, swinging a drive to right field. That ball's hit fairly well, but the right fielder is over to track it down for out number 2. That was Hunter McCool, and 2 are gone. So it'll be up to Thatcher Strack if Greenbrier is going to do anything in the 4th. Strack he reached on an error to the second baseman. He reached on that throwing error back in the second. When Bowers tried to get rid of it a little too quickly, threw it away at first. That's here with 2 gone. First pitch to Strack, swing and a miss, strike 1. Smithard's worked to the edge as well, and he's kept Greenbrier off balance for most of the night. Smithard's ready. 0-1 pitch, popped up foul back here to the right side and out of play. And now Smithard's a strike away from getting out of the 4th with no damage. You got Runzik to pop out into shallow right. You got Zachary to fly out to right. Strack's trying to stay alive. 0-2 pitch from Smithard. Good pitch, but over the outside edge, a little bit outside of the outside edge, and it's 1-2. It's a good pitch. Tried to get Strack to chase, but wouldn't do it there, Sean.
Yeah, it looked like he was wanting to chase on that 0-2 pitch, just throw it outside. There's another one. He's just trying to. I guess Smithard feels like he can maybe give away a few pitches here.
With the 2-2 count, yeah. Strack trying to battle. 2-2's outside and away, and now the count's run full. So Strack was behind 0-2, has worked to the count full. Trying to find his way on. Payoff pitch. Swinging a line drive past the third baseman into left field. Strack thinking second base all the way. We're going to have a play at second. The throw to second's late. Strack with a double on a ground ball base hit into left field. The left fielder just took their time, precious time out there getting it in, and that allowed Strack, who was hustling down the line, to get to second base.
Yeah, and honestly, I didn't see it come in, but I'm surprised Justice actually cut the ball off. You think, that's the second baseman's job to tell him whether to cut or not and let it go, because, that takes a little bit more time before a good ball gets to second base.
That's the first hit against Smithard, and Garrett Fitz takes his strike down and in on the inside edge. 0-1. Strack with a double into left field. He would definitely score on a base hit to the outfield. The 0-1, that's a strike. Way on the outside edge. Good frame job there from the catcher. That was Crawley, but good grief if you're Fitz. Not a whole lot you can do with that. Just got to protect the plate now. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and that's tough if you're Fitz. Goodness, when the strike zone gets expanded like that, you don't know what's a strike and what's not. And nonetheless, he strikes out to end the inning. Greenbrier gets a double by Strack, but they leave him stranded. We've played 4 innings here in Greenbrier. Our Panthers lead it by 1 as we head to the top of the 5th.
Because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panther Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
we go to the top of the 5th inning. Vilonia. It'll be Robbie Bowers who leads it off for Vilonia here. First pitch was outside for a ball. 1-0's line to center. That ball's hit well, but the center fielder Strack's got a beat on it. He backpedals a little bit, stands under it, makes the catch for out number 1.
I'll say, what's that? It's only the second.
Second out without being a strikeout. Yeah. Wow. 11 strikeouts tonight for Husky. Gets the fly out to center there from Bowers, and it brings in Brett Justice. Justice is singled and struck out. He waves and misses the first one for strike 1.
But I say this is when you like to have Justice up there. Nobody on.
That's right. The worst he can do is tie it up. The 0-1 pitch. Checked his swing, but he went around, and now he's in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Zachary tried to get an appeal for the first base umpire, but didn't realize he got the call already.
The call originally.
That's right. No balls, 2 strikes. Husky trying to get a dangerous Brett Justice. Here it comes, 0-2 pitch. He struck him out on a curveball. He froze Justice, buckled him there with the bender, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch there by Husky.
And there's not a lot you can do either.
Yeah, that's really kind of been his finishing pitch. It's 12 strikeouts?
12 strikeouts.
Wow.
And it brings in Dawson Brown. Brown's 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. First pitch from Huskies, a strike on the inside edge, 0-1.
I was about to say, that's one of those things where you get home, look at the stat sheet, and you go, we had how many strikeouts? We struck out how many times?
That's right. The 0-1's waved at a miss 0-2. And this hitter right here, even though Justice hasn't shown the power as much, Brown's 3 for 4 tonight. And he flew out to deep center in the first game, so he might be just as good, if not better, than Justice. The 0-2 from Husky, though, nearly struck him out on the outside edge. That's a tough pitch to take, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. But Brown quietly has gone 3 for 4. Husky from the windup. Kicks and brings the 1-2, and he froze him. He struck him out with a curveball. 13 strikeouts for Husky. That's his second 1-2-3 inning. We've played 5 innings of baseball, or 4.5 rather. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
There we go. It'll be Anderson leads it off for Greenbrier here in the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Anderson, Anderson, Husky, and Newton. The first pitch is low for ball 1.
You know, too, GB, I was trying to get some the standings. It looks like overall Greenbrier comes into this game 10-7 overall, 4-4 in conference. There's a big lift. Oh, there's that one down the line, but just can't get it over there far enough.
Left fielder tracks it down. That's a nice play out there in left field. Long run there for Vines, but he tracks it down for out number 1. It's a long out.
Yeah, it looks like Greenbrier's third in the 5A West Conference. Vilonia comes into this game 4-13 overall, 1-7 in conference, bringing up the bottom of the 5A West.
The first pitch to Huskies fouled back to the right side for strike 1.
There we go. Good job, JB. Pulling up some of the current standings.
As Husky waves and misses 0-2.
Yeah, it looks like Van Buren is currently leading the 5A West at 7-2. Russellville at 6-2. Siloam at 5-3. Greenwood and Greenbrier tied for fourth at 4-4.
As Husky fouls that off out of play.
Mountain Home's 4-4 as well. Alma 2-7, and then Vilonia 1-7.
So if Greenbrier can win this, they'll improve to 6-4 in conference play.
Yeah,
really be huge.
That will be huge. Yeah. I mean, with the middle of the pack all kind of bunched up there, every win really is critical at this juncture in the season.
That's right. Soft fly to right field, but McCool's there to catch it for out number 2, and 2 quick outs for Greenbrier. It'll be up to Cade Newton if they're going to get anything in the 5th. And give credit to Smithard.
I was about to say, if you're the Vilonia head coach, do you think, man, wish I would have started Smithard instead of Tushy?
Yeah. Smithard's done well. He's kept him at bay and hadn't allowed a run. And that one's driven to left center. Got under it, though. Left fielder and center fielder going back at the track. It's off the wall. That's going to be at least a double. And standing up with the 2 baggers, Cade Newton. He lifted that one to the alley and sent it off the wall, off the Mojos, out there in left center.
Well, that was a big smash right there. Too, JB, it looked like they were going to track it down, and then they just kept running and running and running, and then it bounced off the wall.
Right. Ran out of real estate there for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think if they'd had time to get there, they might have been able to make a catch, but Newton just sent it for a ride. And I tell you, we might have just jinxed Smithard a little bit as Whitley comes to the plate. Talking about how well he's been pitching and keeping him at bay, and then Newton sends one off the wall. He was a few feet away from a home run as there's a hot shot to first. Nice play by the first baseman, Ozier. He steps on the bag, and that will retire the side. Greenbrier makes a little bit of noise, but can't capitalize. We played 5 innings of baseball. Our Panthers lead at 3-2.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long.
Well, there we go. Nate Barentine will be the new pitcher for Greenbrier. And the first pitch is fouled back to the screen over us for strike 1 here in the top of the 6th inning. Greenbrier's up 3-2. Barentine trying to come in and get the save. As Husky goes 5 innings strong, ends up with 13 strikeouts, Sean. That's pretty impressive,
yeah.
Only 2 of those outs, I should say, were not via the strikeout. 13 to the 15. The 0-1 from Barentine's a fastball over the edge, and now he's ahead in the count 0-2 to Jackson Vines. It'll be Vines, Middleton, and McCool. Ozier bats if anybody reaches. Barentine trying to come out of the pen and strike out Vines in his first batter. The 0-2, and he struck him out with a fastball. Barentine, my goodness.
I mean, he really reared back, and those last two fastballs seemed like they were really coming in there. Coming in hot.
That's right, coming in hot. And Graham Middleton, with one gone now, will stand in against Nate Barentine. It's a righty-righty matchup. But Barentine made Vines look foolish. 3 straight strikes. The first one to Middleton, swing and a miss. Blew the fastball by him, strike one. Barentine's thrown 4 pitches, and all of them have found the strike zone. The 0-1 to Middleton. Checked his swing, but he went around, and now he's in the hole 0-2. Barentine
coming and throwing strikes.
0-2 pitch in the dirt, trying to get Middleton to chase, but he wouldn't do it. Middleton's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. He didn't hit in the first game. He was the pitcher. Bats here with a 1-2 pitch against Barentine. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with an off-speed pitch. Outside edge, Middleton out in front, and 2 are gone.
Let's say that was Middleton's hat trick of strikeouts on the day in this game, right?
Not the golden sombrero, I learned, but it's close to it.
Yes.
McCool stands in now with 2 gone. That's the 15th strikeout for Greenbrier pitching here in game number 1. The 25th strikeout if you include the doubleheader, because Holtz had 10 in game 1.
Wow.
1-0 pitch is a little bit outside, 2-0. McCool's 0 for 1 with a walk. He struck out in the second, walked back in the fourth. 2-0 pitch from Barentine to strike at the knees, and it's 2-1. That is impressive. 25 strikeouts.
That is.
Through that many innings. 2-1 pitch. Waved at and missed, and now the count's even at 2-2 for McCool. Barentine working quickly, trying to get out of the inning. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and Barentine comes out of the pen and strikes out the side. We played 5.5 innings here in Greenbrier. Our Panthers lead at 3-2, and what a half inning there from Nate Barentine.
Find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, DJ Vanaco Remax Elite, Vision Roofing, the Children's Clinic of Greenbrier and Conway, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, and Steak and Shake.
And Paxton Flagg will lead it off for Greenbrier here in the bottom of the sixth. Hot shot towards the hole. It's short. Tough play from Justice, and he throws him out at first. Flagg made a bid, but that's an out there. Tough play towards the hole, but Justice made a nice play.
He forgot to turn my mic on,
Sorry about
JB. I was wondering why it didn't sound so good. But two, I'd like to see a replay on that.
Sure.
Flag might have beat it out.
Unfortunately, we don't have the luxury for that. As Runzik, got a pinch hitter for Runzik.
Is this Star?
It should be Caleb.
Caleb Ike? No, that's not Caleb Ike. I know Caleb Ike, and that's not Caleb Ike.
Drake Carden.
Drake Carden.
Yep. Drake Carden will be the pinch hitter for Runzik.
Yeah.
Drake Carden bats from the right side. He's the pinch hitter in for Runzik with the bases empty and one gone against Smithart. First pitch is a fastball upstairs for ball 1, 1-0.
Lucky for us is that was
1-0 pitch is low, 2-0.
two close pitches. Looks like
Wow,
Greenbrier, Greenbrier had just got him out of the inning. Vilonia's leading the softball game 4-3, top of the 6th. They had bases loaded, and Greenbrier got out of it. So now they go to the bottom of the 6th.
But Drake Carden with a 3-0 pitch right here will most likely be taking all the way. Smithart delivers, and it's low for ball 4. Carden will take first base.
I'd say we'll get a pinch runner over here.
And it brings in J.D. Zachary, the catcher. Go back from the right side. He's 0 for 2. He struck out and flew out to right. Who's the pinch runner over there at first? Is that Nick Benson?
Who's the pinch runner?
I think Nick Benson over there at first. Benson looks to be the pinch runner as the fastball's inside here to J.D. Zachary, 1-0.
Boy, really got to take advantage of this. Now they've got runner on, 1 out.
The 1-0's outside, 2-0. Yeah, no question. You're up 3-2,
really,
but it doesn't feel super comfortable.
Yeah, I was about to say, and really, I think if you look back, I mean, it's been a while since we've had somebody on base.
That's right. Yeah, I mean,
3rd inning, maybe.
Well, Newton got that double.
Oh yeah.
But before that,
wasn't much before
it
that.
It was the 3rd. We had a hit in the 3rd, and then after that was the 1st inning. So, yeah, it's been few and far between. That 1st inning, it seemed like Greenbrier might run away with thing and kind of break it open a little bit, but only got 3 runs. Smithart, give him credit. He came in and pitched him out of a jam.
Yeah, he's pitched really well for him.
They go out to talk to him, and as he missed with 6 straight pitches. He's behind 2-0 now to Zachary. He got flag on a ground ball in the infield to short towards the hole, but Justice made a nice play. That was the first out of the inning. Then Drake Carden walked on 4 pitches. It's 2-0 to Zachary here. There's a strike at the knees, the fastball, 2-1. Strack waits on deck. 2 balls and a strike to Zachary. Double played up to the middle.
Oh, he's gone.
Runner's trying to go.
He's going to be there.
Throw to second, didn't get him. It was close, but he's there. Nice running there. I believe that was from Nick Benson. You called it. He was there.
Yeah, I didn't know the opposing team was looking for an out call out there. I thought he was there, looking from from where I could see.
Seemed like it. 3-1 pitch to Zachary, waved at and missed. 3-2. You know, I mean, it was. You know, if you watch, the sport a lot of times, that throw, it was decently close, but you can tell from an angle he was in there by a good little bit.
Yeah. Well, big hit here, scores that run.
Swinging a fly to right. Not going to drop, but the runner tags, and Benson's not going to move up. Right fielder McCool has done some nice jobs out there in right field. He tracked that one down, and they kept Benson from moving up, and now going to bring in Thatcher Strack, and Strack's going to have to get a base hit if he's going to drive in a run here.
Yeah, J.D. Zachary really roped that ball, and really if it's a couple feet either direction on the other side of the right fielder, I mean, he's going to run for days. But
as Strack pops it up outside of first base in foul ground near the railing, makes the catch, and Greenbrier's done in the 6th.
Smithart, yep. Smithart comes back out of it again.
He's done a good job. But Greenbrier's 3 outs away from a win as we head to the top of the 7th. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panther Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors, American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
Well, here we go as we head to the top of the seventh. Greenbrier's 3 outs away from a doubleheader sweep of Vilonia. They won the first game 1-0. They lead it 3-2 here in the top of the seventh. And Nate Barentine 3 outs away from a save. And a Greenbrier win as Tipton pinch hits for Osier, and he'll lead it off here in the seventh. Barentine ready to go. And the first pitch is a fastball. Just missed. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 from Barentine as he's ready to go again. Fastball's ripped to third. That's fair down the left field line. That's into the corner.
Yeah, Whitley's going to have to get on his horse and get over there and get it in. Looks like, yep, he's going to get into 2 there.
That's a double for the pinch hitter, Tipton. He smoked it down the third baseline, and it's going to be a tough play, but runs it, couldn't snag it. Leadoff double for Vilonia. Now
Leadoff double brings up the 9-hole number 5, Ethan Crawley.
brings in Ethan Crawley. Well, a double to start the inning for Tipton. Crawley will bat here. He's the 9-hole hitter.
I think it's 8. Or I think it's number 8. Pinch runner number 8.
Oh, gotcha, for Vilonia. That's Archer. Archer's pinch running.
Well, I mean, we're going to make it exciting here. Top of the 7th.
And here we go, Crawley. Pickoff move. They got a chance
yes,
to get
he's
him,
out.
and they got him.
Oh, my God.
Barentine picks him off at second base. You've got to be kidding me. That's number 9. That wasn't Archer. I guess that was Jones, and my goodness, what a play.
Oh, my gosh.
That's tough. That is a long walk back to the
dugout.
dugout.
That is a very long walk to the dugout. And if you're that young man, you're trying to figure out a way not to go back to the dugout.
Popped up into foul ground over that way. Husky makes the catch, and Greenbrier's an out away from a sweep of Vilonia. Back to Jones running back, though. None of the coaches looked at him. Nobody was giving him any looks.
Yeah.
That's where you just wish you could go dig a hole and hide in it. Goodness gracious.
Boy, with no outs, and man, good for Greenbrier there. But man, what a tough play.
And with 2 gone, Barentine, all he's got to do is get Snook out and win the game. What about that great pickoff move from Barentine?
Yeah.
The pinch runner, he was just hung out to dry.
They really looked like they had an opportunity to get a run there, and
that's going to do it.
Yep,
Whitley on the fly ball to left center, and Greenbrier wins it after the inning started off with a double by Tipton. It looked a little bit dicey, but Greenbrier gets out of it. The pickoff move from Barentine, and then 2 flyouts to end the game, and Greenbrier wins 2 one-run ball games. Sean, it was fun. It was exciting. Yeah. What are your takeaways?
Wow, that was two great games. I didn't get to see much of the first game, but, I mean, I know Isaac threw a heck of a game. And really, I mean, as we've always talked about, and any time we've played Vilonia, whether it's football, baseball, basketball, whatever, regardless of the two teams' records, it's going to be a battle.
Sure.
And I think you saw that today. I mean, a 1-0, basically both games decided by one run. 1-0 in the first game, 3-2 second game. You know, I think if you're the Panthers, you're just glad to get out of here with 2 wins.
You're exactly right. Regardless of Vilonia's record, no matter when it is, it just seems like those games always come down to the wire. We're seeing it in softball as Vilonia's up 4-3, bottom 7.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot of fun, Sean. We had a lot of fun tonight. I think if you look, you know, try to pick a player of the game for Greenbrier, you might look Barentine with the save.
I'd say Ida Husky and Barentine really for that game.
The way they pitched and made it, you know. Barentine played great. Husky played great. Greenbrier just a great team win to battle it out against a good Vilonia team and get the win. That's going to do it for us, Sean. It's been fun. We're excited for the season and what's ahead as we're getting closer to the state tournament. That's going to do it for us. So long here from Greenbrier. Thanks for staying with us.
The Greenbrier Panther Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.